Paying it forward. The ability to walk around is something many of us just take for granted. But even getting around in a wheelchair is a privilege, especially a more luxurious wheelchair. According to the website Brawnability, a manual wheelchair can cost anywhere from $100 to $2,000. The cost of an electric wheelchair ranges from $3,000 to $13,000. And that money's just not always readily available. That's where the local group Assist Me comes in. They collect gently used wheelchairs and other mobility equipment and give them to people who need them. They also purchase their own items as well. WBTV photojournalist Greg Simpson shows us the important work they're doing.
Early on in my career, I wanted to do work that helped other people. I was in sales, marketing, and product development for a variety of medical products. I became very excited about new medical products. It was a good way to improve people's lives through those products and make their lives safer. And it was during that time that I could see where, I knew a lot of people didn't have the equipment they need. And so we started up Assist Me about 11 years ago. And we've now on a path probably this year to give out equipment to 1,800 people.
We are going to do some cleaning today.
We get donations through the community, either through churches, retirement homes.
We will be wearing gloves.
Businesses, individuals who don't have a need any longer for these items. Loved ones have passed away. They just don't need them because they've healed after a surgery or accident.
What we're going to do,
we clean them and then we basically recycle and re-gift those to people in need throughout the greater Charlotte region. The equipment doesn't come in one size. We try to size people based on their need. So we have wheelchairs that are 16, 18, 20, 22 inches and also bariatric sizes as an example to be able to fit those for the size of the patient from children to adults. We have a number of referral partners through hospitals, physical therapists, occupational therapists, rehab centers, hospitals, churches, individuals who visit our website. They can apply for the equipment and we have an approval process, and often people can pick up equipment within the same day, 24, 48 hours. 75% of our patients are under 65 years old. Because of the poverty and the insurance gaps, the Medicaid gaps, it can take 15 to 30 days to get an approval on Medicaid. And you have acute issues, which means they've had an accident or a surgery and they just need a temporary recovery of material. They may be homeless. And then there's Medicaid gaps, again, waiting to get out of a hospital because they don't have the equipment there for them when they're ready to leave. We rely on donations from obviously our community to help us acquire those items so that we don't turn anyone away. So we can purchase those specialty items or those highly depleted items because of the great demand that we have right now on our organization. We're looking for donors and sponsors and participants to help us raise funds for equipment and our program. And it is called the Assist Me Wheels and Walker-thon. And we are hosting this at Parkway Park on September 6th.
It does change lives, sometimes in small ways, sometimes in big ways.
We do this to bridge a gap. As we see changes in our healthcare, with Medicaid and other healthcare issues potentially changing over the next couple years, we see this gap growing. Helping people bridge the gap and be able to receive these items that they should have for not only their independence and mobility, but also their healing and well-being.
Incredible, the helpers and heroes in our community. Thanks to Greg for that story. Assist Me is by holding that fundraiser in September so they can keep purchasing equipment and giving it to folks who need it. You can also apply to receive equipment as well. If you want to donate or learn more, just head to assistmenc.com. We'll have that link on our website at WBTV.com. Terrific stuff. Greg, again, thank you.